Hey, what's up guys, TechTine here, and I am back again with a brand new video. So before I begin this video, as always, I want to thank you all so much for watching this one. If you enjoy my content, make sure you leave a thumbs up. Also, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Okay, so in this video, we're going to be reviewing and I will be giving you guys my conclusion on the Samsung Galaxy A11. So Samsung this year has made a lot of phones that have the A stamp on it. You have the A11, A51, A21, A21s, A01, A10. I mean, there is just the market for that lineup is just stacked. So let's start with the design. So the back is made out of glossy plastic, and also on the back you have your triple camera setup, an LED flash, as well as your fingerprint sensor, and I will be discussing the cameras in depth in a little bit. And on the front of the phone you do have this hole punch camera design that Samsung likes to use. And so the phone, it's a 6.4 inch, it has a 6.4 inch display. It's a sub 720p panel, so no 1080p or anything like that. And the bottom bezels are decently big, and if you can pixel peep it. But overall, as a quality display, it's pretty decent. And so on the bottom of the phone, you have your USB-C, your speaker, as well as your microphone. On the side, you have your power button, as well as your volume up and down. Now, I do have a complaint about these buttons. They're mushy and not really tactile. However, at the end of the day, they're usable. So again, this back is glossy. It will catch fingerprints, so be sure to have a case on it. And now let's jump in and discuss the cameras in depth. So you have a triple camera setup, right? And the cameras are as follows. So you have a 13 megapixel wide standard lens with a f1.8 aperture, and you have a 5 megapixel ultra wide lens, as well as a 2 megapixel depth sensor. And the wide angle lens is at f2.2, and the degree of how wide it is 115. So also one thing that I want to talk about is the camera app. And as we know, I mean, Samsung is pretty cool when it comes to Samsung is pretty nice when it comes to the camera app. I mean, they bring you simplistic features, and you have a lot of settings that are tucked in that allow you to go like such as pro mode and things like that. And you can easily switch between the wide angle and the standard lens. So there goes that's really that for the camera app. Now the picture quality itself, it's a hit or miss, right? So you have some pictures that are decent, however they're undersaturated a little bit, and they lack details, right? It's okay, it's fine for day-to-day use, and you really need some good lighting conditions to produce usable shots. However, there are some nitpicking that I want to do on this camera. For example, this picture right here, if you actually go to the top of the picture, you can see how badly exposed the skies are. I mean, it's just does not look good, right? And that just comes down to you as a consumer, if that's something that will bother you, if that's something you're really into or not. But like I said, when you come with some good lightings, this camera will do all right. It will get you some usable shots that you can post, right? So as far as the portrait mode goes and things like that, I mean, portrait mode on smartphones, even flagships, it still needs a lot of work, even 2020. So it's been out for 4 years, it still needs a lot of work. So I don't expect this to be any different, especially on a low budget phone. Okay, so, and I did try the portrait without the portrait effect, without the actual portrait mode, and it turned out to be pretty decent. So as far as specifications go, these are the specs of the phone, okay? So this phone runs a Snapdragon 450. So you can, there are some regions that have 3 gigabytes of RAM, some that has 2. This particular model has 3 gigabytes of RAM. You have a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, and the phone performs really smooth. So Samsung did speed up the animation to just give this phone a faster. And overall, I like the performance of this phone. I don't see it being a problem now or anytime in the future. Hopefully. That's just only time will tell us how this phone will perform in the future. Now, as far as the speaker goes, the speaker is decent. So I'm going to let you guys listen to it, and I'll give you my words on it.
Shit's too complicated. Oh, and I feel like I am someone else. Oh, and I
So the speaker is all right. Like I said, it's decent. At the highest volumes, it does distort, but that goes for pretty much most smartphones. And it does a pretty decent job in lows, mids. There is definitely a lag when it comes to bass. So when it comes to music that rely heavily on bass, there's definitely going to be some lag here and there. Now, overall, as a package, this phone, when it comes to usability and everyday uses, it's a good phone, right? So, calling, using calls, texts, browsing the web, doing your daily tasks, browsing through social media, it's a pretty good phone. However, you have to set some expectations. Like I said, you do have to slap a case on it too, but you have to set some certain expectations, especially on the camera, on the display. So it is sub 720p. So remember, the triple camera setup, you have to set a certain expectation. Make sure you're under a good lighting condition if you want to pull off some decent shots. The screen, again, it's not the best. However, overall, as a package, this phone definitely gets a pass from me. It's a good phone, but then like I said, the Samsung A lineup is just so packed, and there are a lot of options, like the Galaxy A21. So if you guys want to see that comparison, make sure you leave a thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and I will definitely catch you guys in the next video. Hope you found this video useful, and if you did, leave a thumbs up, and thank you all so much for watching.